for anybody out there that has not created stories yet, don't go to social media to try to get attention. Go build your own stories first, and then use those stories to try to get attention from people, because otherwise people have no obligation to give you attention.
So here's a question. I think I know the answer, but is it okay to repeat yourself?
My dad would say, absolutely yes. Is it okay to repeat yourself? Here's the reason why I repeat myself. Because I'm talking to different audiences all the time. And stories are what make somebody real. If you're trying to become a content machine, you're trying to give people value, and you're trying to attract attention and get people to actually connect with you, it is very difficult to make people connect with you without stories. Stories are, for example, a book without stories is a bland and boring book. It needs to be filled with stories. And here's the thing. Most of us take for granted our stories. I stopped taking for granted my stories a while back, and when I realized that my stories make me who I am today. You are an accumulation of your stories. That's who you are. So for me, my stories make it real. For example, I have stories, and the reason why you'll see, because I have a team of people that are creating content for me. Right? So just like this right now, this is being recorded on different angles. This content, now somebody's going to go out there and is going to chop it up, and they're going to create different clips and little video clips, and somebody might create an article from it, and some of them is going to go into a book, and we're going to create, maybe they find a quote card. They're going to find something that I said, like, you are an accumulation of the stories you've been, the stories that you've gone through in your life. Somebody takes that line and puts a picture of me and creates a quote card. So that's the machine that I have built for my content, because I do believe that sufficient quantity of content will give us the attention that we need for us to be able to grow. So my stories are consistently repeated because I do have a lot of stories, but there's a few of them that are worth repeating when I'm talking to different audiences. So I show up on a podcast. I'm talking to an audience that I have not had the pleasure of talking to them before. I am in their audience. I'm going to tell stories to that audience. Now, a week later, I go to a convention, and I go to San Diego, and I'm going to speak at a major marketing conference. I'm talking to a different audience. If I don't use those stories again, my relatableness, like how much they connect with me, goes down, because these are the stories that make me who I am. For example, my stories take me out of the dreamer into the actual doer. I'm a doer. I have succeeded by doing things in life, not by getting on stages. My stories make me real. And the one thing that is also different with me is that I will never shy down from the brands that I've built and what I've done. I would tell you the names. I will tell you the websites. I will tell you everything that I've done, because I welcome the competition. You want to go and try to do what I did? Go for it. One of the stories, for example, that I have said many times before, and I said it on different videos. So then, because it's said on many videos, it gets cut in different places and it gets shared on social media. So somebody like you that's consuming a lot of my content might get to see the same story over and over again. So I am not intentionally repeating it. I am saying things because I'm talking to an audience that hasn't had the opportunity, or I haven't had the opportunity or the pleasure of talking to them. So I got to make myself real to them, and stories make me real to them, because then they can Google me right away and be like, oh my God, he's real. And now they pay attention, because people don't pay attention unless they believe that you're going to give them value. You are not entitled to anybody's attention. Nobody has to give you attention just because you're talking. Nobody. The way that you earn people's attention is by making yourself real via stories. Because when you make yourself real, they're like, wow, there's probably something valuable there is going to come out of this guy's mind. I want to listen to it because this guy has some value to give to the world. Look at what he did. He built Natural Slim. He built 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗪𝗪 collection. He built an Inc. 5000 marketing company called Attention Grabbing Media. Wow, everything he touches apparently becomes gold. And he's talking about it publicly. Let me listen to what this guy has to say, because apparently he's for real. So stories make you, turn you from a dreamer that feels is going to give value to somebody is like, listen, pay attention because I'm going to give you real value and I'm going to show you exactly how to succeed. So pay attention because I'm going to start by telling you a story about how I got to here today, being in front of you with you guys paying attention to me. And by doing that, wow, you got their attention. The social media strategy, that's an ever marketing strategy right there. Stories make you real to the world. So for anybody out there, right? And this is very important. And I'm glad that you asked me this question because for anybody out there that has not created stories yet, don't go to social media to try to get attention. Don't go there. It's out of sequence. Go build your own stories first and then use those stories to try to get attention from people because otherwise people have no obligation to give you attention. They give you attention when you have stories to tell and evidence that they should give you attention. Only then. I built my success. I created a multi-million-dollar business. I created massive success. I took my father, I took Dr. Berg, I took all those people and I gave them my power and my ability. And now I am entitled to your attention because I'm going to give you guys information that's going to make you better. But until you don't have that position that I was able to put myself in, you need to go out there and build your own stories, repeating a similar process that what I did, which is finding opportunities, getting better, increasing my own value, working behind the scenes, working on the screens, giving power to power as much as possible until, wow, look at the stories that I built. Let me talk about my stories because they're freaking amazing. That's what it's all about.